Welcome to the Four Poster Bed. Myself and Romeo are here. Hello, Romeo. Say hello. Hello. There we go. I love that he says hello to you guys. Anyway, I've got a bit of a stress there. Right, I had to go to the dentist, but I'd also uploaded a kissing chair, a kissing seat, to Marketplace on Facebook, and some other seats. And then two people were messaging me about the kissing seat that I'm selling, which is really nice actually. And but I had to leave. I had to go to the dentist, so it was about 9 minutes to the dental appointment. And it's only 5 minutes away, but when you're talking on the bloody phone, do you know what I mean? So that got me all in a tizzy. So much so that I didn't have time to put my socks on, so I just put my boots on. Anyway, went and then realised as I was cycling, I've forgotten my card, my credit card, And I thought, right, that's really awkward. Now, when you know that you're a very honest person, you're definitely going to pay something, you think, oh, they'll be fine with it. But also, if you're a criminal, you think that. So anyway, I said to my dentist, Jess, she's very nice. She's my dentist in Gosport. Really lovely, lovely dentist. Very just nice. She's never hurt me once, even when she does that dig deep stuff. And so I got in. I said, Jess, look, I blah 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 blah. She'd already given me 2 instalments. So I said, look, if you just hold on to it. I thought she was going to hand over a packet and then I'd pay and I'd be home. Oh, no. So I had to sit down. An hour later, I've got 4 knobbly bits on 4 of my teeth at the back. So one top, one bottom, and one, each side, if you see what I mean, mirrored each side. And they're near the back. And these clips are where, because I wondered, I thought, I'm a snorer, dribbler type when I go to bed at night. How on earth are they going to stay in? And I thought they might be all, together, so you had to keep your mouth shut. But they're not. You have these clippy things. And that took an hour to implant them. Very sci-fi. All very much, a bit not dissimilar sort of tattooing and beauty treatments and stuff. So she said, oh, you know what you're doing. With the, vis-a-vis the syringy type stuff. Anyway, it's lovely. It was like I'd been shopping. I mean, it was worth the 600 quid, darlings, honestly. So, desensitizer snap swabs. It's all black. The system is called Enlighten Seal. Is that? No, that's not it. Hang on, let me look. I'm on my Twitter. You get this sealer stuff, and that's to desensitize. So you put that on in the morning. Right, the actual system is called Enlighten Evo 4. EVO4. And the, what do you need to know anything else? Please refrigerate. Yes, please refrigerate. So that's all you really need to know, I think, guys, isn't it? I've just realised I'm going to delete that post because there was something on it I didn't want to be seen. Right, so it's gone. It's not on my Twitter anymore, but it will be on my video channel, so Vimeo. So tomorrow morning will be after my first day. I suppose I should do a before and after, so I'll do a before shot tonight. Anyway, so basically you have to wear this big open thing, this shove it in your mouth. You've got your mouth like really wide open. I mean, it must look such an ugly sight. I mean, gosh. I mean, thank goodness I couldn't see it, frankly. Thank goodness there's not a mirror on the ceiling. Imagine if you could see what they were doing. So I must have looked like some kind of freak. And I said to them, actually, it's not dissimilar to fitting a diaphragm. Because, now, if you don't know, a diaphragm is a thing you put up your pinani to stop the sperm getting passed into your cervix and up into your womb and giving you a baby. It's quite a natural process, but I was allergic to mine. I think it was made of latex. I was very, very allergic to it. So anyway, I did notice the similarity between them trying to fit that in my mouth, which I always thought was huge, but apparently not. Apparently it's not huge at all. So you're sitting there with your mouth wide open, and then they dry everything. So I've got a thing and a puffer thing that dries it all, and then there's a thing sucking up the spit. and then they put these blobs on these back teeth, and then they use a special thing to, I suppose, set them, maybe halfway set them or something. Then they put the moulds in and push them tightly, and then they use something else, which I guess is a hardener. So it's all really, the process is actually quite mouthy. It's the only way I could describe it. Mouthy. So yes, anyway, it took an hour, and I had to apologise profusely because I'd forgotten my card. I had to cycle home, pick up the card. Well, of course, when I got home, I couldn't find the bloody card because I'd moved stuff off that bloody sofa so that I could sell it on Marketplace, and I'd moved my purse. Oh, it was such a drama, honestly, guys, honestly. So now I feel a bit like, I've got IBS. I'm having an attack. I mean, I was having an attack before, but now it's just worse. So I need to calm down a bit and have a nice coffee. But so far, so good. You clip them in. They're very gentle, rubbery things that, they're not as oppressive as maybe I thought they were going to be, or as choky. They don't feel choky at all. It actually doesn't feel like you've got much on your mouth, on your teeth rather. Do you know what I mean? So they're quite fine, which I quite liked, and they're see-through. And you just give them a little brush in the morning. The biggest thing is the sensitizing, I think. So what you have to be really careful of is the bits above, at the top of your teeth, where they meet the gums. When you get a bit older, you can have receding, they just do the recede, so that it's exposing the underneath, is it? So there's no enamel, and I think that's the bit that can hurt. So they put this special stuff on, which should last the 3 weeks, but you've also got this other stuff, these sensitizer sort of sticks, and you pop that on in the morning if things are feeling a bit delicate and tender. And now I'm just to use only my sensitizing or sensitivity proofing, I should say, toothpaste. So I mean, you can see why it costs so much, because there'll be 3 appointments by the time it's done with 2 people, right? All of the actual kit, which, they must have done so much market research for all of it. And, the packaging is lovely. It's very high end. It looks really classy. It looks like high end dermal fillers, top end sort of beautician, plastic surgeon stuff. They've marketed it really well. So so far I'm going to give it a recommend. I mean, I know I haven't started it yet, but I've started the process, guys. And if you can't stand the process at the very start, you're probably not going to be able to make it through. But the thing is, there's no white without a little bit of discomfort. Now, after my 3, so the first week, I have them at night. I mean, I'm beyond excited, guys. I really am. I have them at night for 7 days. The second week, it's all very easy to follow. The syringes are all labelled. It's in the fridge now. It's got to be kept in the fridge, really important. It won't work if it's not kept in the fridge. I know, the pressure. What if you have a power cut? Gosh, let's hope I don't have another power cut. I mean, I'll be straight round Mother's. Put this in your fridge, Mum. I'm sure I won't have another power cut. And number 2 is labelled, number 2 syringe, and you put that in once for an hour a day. Yeah, I think it's an hour a day. And the next one you put in, I suppose once a week or something. I don't know. But it's definitely every night, and then just for an hour a day. I'm pretty sure it was. So that's no drama at all, is it? Really? And then after that, it's once a month. Once a month. And, you can just refresh your gel. You can buy new gel. I mean, I don't know if you can put other gels in the moulds once you've had them. Now, the other thing I was really surprised about I've got my teeth moulds. They're in my bag. I thought the dentist would have kept hold of those, but clearly no. How times have changed. I mean, my dentist, when I was younger, kept them for, my crowns and things. Or maybe they threw them away. Perhaps they threw them away. So I've got my gnashers. So when I video tomorrow, I'll show you my gnashers. You can see my wobbly tooth, which is very depressing. Well, I'm hoping when they're straightened, they won't look so horrific. But of course, when I have my invisible brace, which I'm going to have as soon as I can afford it, once the TV station's got more subscribers, I've got subscribers already, but once I've got even more subscribers, I can go, really mega with the old beauty and everything. One of my fans has arrived. It's at Mother's. This is for the burlesque fitness classes. It's arrived, and Mum said, it's the oddest thing, because she opened it so I could find out what was in it. She said, it's a long stick with something on the end, like a fan. I said, that'll be one of my burlesque fans. She said, oh. And now there's only one. I thought I'd ordered two, but we'll just use one. We can use one with a bar. So that's for my classes. You see, these are my vegan options because I didn't want to use feathers. Because every time I look at my feathers now, they're up for sale on Marketplace. Every time I look at my feathers, I just think about the poor peacocks and flamingos, or I don't know what birds do they pull these big ostrich? It's ostrich, isn't it? Of course, it's ostrich. Ostrich feathers. So they disable the ostrich and then pluck them. I mean, that's ghastly, isn't it? Really ghastly. So I didn't want to be part of that. So yeah. Now I've got vegan options. I mean, as vegan as I can possibly manage in this world. It's so hard, isn't it? But you don't need feathers. What we do use in burlesque class is lots of flowing scarves, a la Isadora Duncan. Okay, so we're much more about that, and we use hats and things like that. And we're going to be doing high-heeled work as well, which is going to be really lovely. Because if you decide to go on to be a professional burlesque performer, you may well want to use high heels. It's quite likely, actually. So I'm going to be teaching all that as well. How to do squats in high heels. I looked earlier at the pistol squat. I gave it a go. I managed to sit down on a chair. This is how you train, doing a pistol squat. But I couldn't get up again. So we've got a lot of work to do, guys, you and I. But I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, I suppose I better get on with things. See you over on my Twitter. I'm also on Facebook, unfortunately, which I hate. I won't answer anybody unless you're going to buy my furniture on Facebook. Telltale Club. But I'm not going to talk to people. But once you start talking, that's it. You're diving in then. You're diving into the cesspit of life wasting. It's worse than Twitter. At least with Twitter, I'm making a bit of money because people are, they're coming to listen to me warble on, and I get ad revenue, or they're going to my website and they're reading my lovely stories, and then perhaps listening to podcasts at the same time. Because I don't make money on the stories, guys. The stories are all free for you. And as part of my become famous in 365 days, you have to be really kind and lovely and give stuff away. So I'm giving away stories every single day. That's my gift to the world. In order to achieve notoriety, and a slightly better notoriety than the one that I used to have. I'm a new being. I'm cleaner, not in hygiene. Do you know what I mean? But I try and swear less, and there's no cavorting around in a thong anymore. Those days have gone. Okay, guys, that's enough for me for the moment. I'm a little bit stressed. I'm going to go and have a nice cup of coffee just to make my stress even worse. Au revoir, telltaleclub.com and iServalan.com.